Welcome to session 2 of Module 2. In this session, I am giving a lecture related to the design of a hydraulic hydraulics of a sewer pipelines. Means what are the common formulas? Which are the common formulas used for design of the sewer pipeline? Before we go for design of a sewer pipeline, we are calculating the what about the total quantity of the sewage which is carried through the sewer pipeline. Means you are supposed to find out the value of q total quantity of sewage conveyed through the sewer pipeline may be calculated by using the total quantity of water supply, municipal water supply. What about the total quantity of infiltration? What about the total quantity of exfiltration? What about the external source of water supply and all these things? Once you find out the total quantity of sewage to be carried out through the sewer pipeline, then we are find out the hydraulic parameters. Hydraulic parameters means what about the value of velocity of flow? What about the slope? What about the hydraulic mean depth? And all these things. See, for design of the open channel, for the design of the open channel, flow through open channel as well as flow through pipes, we are using some of the hydraulic formulas like Chedji's formula, Manning's formula, and all these things. Same formulas are applicable for design of the sewer pipeline also. Since sewage contains more than 99.9% of water, liquid, and remaining 0.01% of organics, inorganics, and all these things. So, the formulas which are commonly used for design of open channel as well as flow through pipes is applicable for design of the sewer also. For the design of the sewer also. So, and also when you are compared with the water supply pipeline, the design of sewer pipeline is somewhat different. Since in the design of sewer pipeline, we design for the running full condition. Running full condition. Since we design for the running full condition, then it is very easy to find out the or write down the value of R, hydraulic main depth, is the ratio of A by P, means wetted area to the wetted perimeter is D by 4 directly. From that, it is possible to find out the hydraulic parameter. And also, we are not taken into consideration of the self-cleaning velocity as well as non-scouring velocity. But when we go for design of a sewer pipeline, here usually we design for a partial flow only. We are providing a freeboard in the design of the sewer pipeline. Since we are designed for the partial flow, the value of R is goes on varying with respect to the wetted cross-sectional area and wetted perimeter. Wetted cross-sectional area as well as wetted perimeter. Once the value of R goes on varying, automatically the remaining hydraulic parameters also goes on varying. It is not possible to design for running full condition. And also in the design of sewer pipeline, we are taken into consideration of the self-cleaning velocity as well as non-scoring velocity. Self-cleaning velocity as well as non-scoring velocity. So we design or we fix the velocity of the flow in the sewer pipeline in between self-cleaning velocity and non-scoring velocity. And also the value of velocity is mainly depending upon the value of S, means hydraulic gradient. Hydraulic gradient. And also in the sewer pipeline, we are supposed to achieve a gravitational flow only. It is not possible to introduce pumping and all these things. Therefore, design of the sewer pipeline is somewhat different when compared to the design of the water supply pipeline. Design of the water supply pipeline. Some of the formulas which are commonly used for design of the sewer pipelines are, first one is Chedji's formula. Chedji's formula is the basic formula which is commonly used for design of open channel as well as flow through pipes. And also usually it is designed for the uniform flow. Uniform flow. Therefore, here the formula used is V equals C into root of Ri, where V is the velocity of flow in the sewer in terms of meter per second. C is the Chedji's constant. It is mainly depending upon the type of the materials used, size, roughness, depth of flow, age of the pipeline, and all these things. The selection of the materials is mainly depending upon the requirement of the system, whether it is depending upon the durability, depending upon the roughness, depending upon the cost, depending upon the easy to transport, easy to place, and all these things. R is hydraulic mean depth. Usually it is a ratio of A by P, where A is the wetted cross-sectional area, P is the wetted perimeter. A means wetted cross-sectional area means total cross-sectional area of the sewer pipeline which is in contact with the flowing fluid, where wetted perimeter is the total length of the circumference of the sewer pipeline which is in contact with the flowing fluid. So depth of flow varies, A as well as P goes on varies, A and P goes on varies, R values is also goes on varying. This is the important factors to be taken into consideration when you go for design of any sewer pipeline. And I usually it is a slope, bed slope or gradient. It is expressed in terms of 1 in 100, 1 in 1000 and all these things. Means for 1 in 100 means for every 100 meter there is a fall of 1 meter to achieve a gravitational flow. Usually we go for gravitational flow. And the value of C is find out by using the Bayesian's formula. By using the Bayesian's formula. The Bayesian's formula is C equals 157.6 by 1.81 plus K by R to the power of 1 by 2, where K is Bayesian's constant, R is hydraulic mean depth. Once again, the value of K is mainly depending upon the type of the materials used as well as roughness and all these things. So in this table, given the some of the values of K depending upon the type of the materials used. For very smooth surface, it is 0.109. For bricks and concrete with smooth surface, it is 0.290. For rubble machinery, it is smooth. If the surface is smooth, then it is 0.833. If it is other materials used, clay and all these things, if it is good, then it is 1.540. If you go for bricks and concrete with rough surface, then 0.500. And if the other material is used with the roughness of the surface is there, then it is 3.170. So it is mainly depending upon the whether it is a rough surface, hard surface, type of the materials used, and all these things. Next one is Manning's formula. Manning's formula is also derived from the Church's only. Church's equation is the basic equation for design of the sewer pipeline, where V equals C into root of Ri, where C is the Church's constant. So Manning's equation, in the Manning's equation, C equals 1 by n into r to the power of 1 by 6, where the value of C is 1 by n r to the power of 1 by 6, where n is the Manning's constant. Once again, it is depending upon the type of the material, roughness of surface, age, smoothness, and all these things. And also, the value of n goes on varies with respect to the depth of flow. It is not constant throughout the depth. So depth varies, value of n is also goes on varies. So substitute the value of C equals 1 by n or to the power of 1 by 6 in the Church's equation and simplify. Finally, we get V equals 1 by n or to the power 2 by 3 is to the power of 1 by 2, where V is velocity of flow in the sewer in terms of meter per second. R is hydraulic mean depth equals A by P, where A is wetted cross-sectional area of flow in meter square, P equals wetted perimeter in meter, N is the roughness coefficient depend upon the type of the channel surface or sewer material used and lies between 0.011 and 0.015. For brick sewer, it would be 0.017 and 0.03 for stone facing sewer. Means it is mainly depending upon type of the materials used as well as depth. It goes on varies. S is hydraulic gradient equal to inward slope for uniform flow. Inward means RL of the bottom of the sewer pipeline where we are placing the sewer in the trench. That particular one is called as a inward of the pipeline. Inward of the pipeline is very important before we go for placing the sewer in the trench. when you go for design and drawing, in the drawing we are showing the what about the inverse of the RL. Inverse of the RL, on the basis of that only they go for what about the quantity of earthwork to be calculated and all these things. The Kutter formula is also used to find out the value of C. Where C equals K1 plus K2 by S plus K3 by N divided by 1 plus N by root R into K1 plus K2 by S is the formula which is used to find out the value of Church's constant by using the Kutter, where C is the Church's roughness coefficient, S is friction slope, R is hydraulic mean depth, N is Kutter roughness constant. Once again, it is depending upon type of materials used, roughness, smoothness, and all these things. K1 is constant, K2 is also constant, K3 is also constant. What is given 23.00, 0.00155, and 1, and all these things is used to find out the value of C. Easons-Williams formula is one of the formula which is commonly used to design the hydraulic parameter of a sewer pipeline, where V equals K into C into R to the power of 0.60 x to the power of 0.54, where V is velocity of flow in meter per second, K is the conversion factor for the unit system, K equals 0.849. Usually instead of K, we can directly written as V equals 0.849 C into R to the power of 0.63 and S to the power of 0.54. C is roughness coefficient. Once again, it is depending upon the parameters, material, roughness, age, and smoothness, and all these things. R is hydraulic mean depth, means A by P. S is the slope, it is in terms of gradient, 1 in 100 R, and all these things. Once again, the value of C is depending upon the type of the materials and all these things. If you observe all the equation, in all the equation, R is very important factor. R means hydraulic mean depth is the very important factors you are taken to consideration before we go for design of a sewer pipeline. The Williams coefficient C varies with the life of the pipe, and it has high value when the pipe is new and lower value for older pipe. Means the value of C is depending upon the age of the pipe also. For example, RCC new pipe it is 150 and value recommended for design is 120. As the pipe interior may become rough with time, the design values of C for AC pipes, plastic pipes, CI pipes, and steel lined with cement are 120, 120, 100, 120 respectively. Modified Ayers-Williams equation is also used in practice. So, in general, the value of C is mainly depending upon the type of materials used, age, roughness, and all these things. If you know the value of C and substitute in the equation, from that it is possible to find out the value of V. Once you find out the V, Q equals AV. From that, A equals Q by V. It is possible to find out the cross-sectional area, and you go for circular section pi d square by 4. From that it is possible to find out the what about the size of the sewer pipe is required to convey the q amount of sewage with a velocity of v. Nomograms. So when you go for design of a sewer pipeline, it is a tedious one. It is a tedious one. So depending upon the length from manual to manual, the value of S is goes on varying. Even though Q is same, but in Q is also goes on varying depending upon the type of the sewers, whether it is lateral sewers, sub-mains, mains, and all these things. So once the value of Q or S and V and all these things goes on varying from between two manuals, automatically the calculation of the hydraulic constant, hydraulic parameters of the sewer pipeline is very tedious, since depth of flow may be varies, QoS may be varies, and all these things. To make the calculation simple, to make the calculation simple, and also your flow is achieved only gravitational flow only. Therefore, the gravitational force is mainly depending upon the value of S. For that, make the calculation simple and quicker one. There is a ready reckoner. It means in that particular one, there are four parameters are there. Out of four parameters, if you are known any two parameters, from that it is possible to find out the remaining two. The different parameters which are commonly used in that particular one. This one is ready reckoner. Once again, this nomograms is mainly depending upon the value of n only. But for our design, we are assumed that n is not vary with respect to the depth. So different parameters which are there in the nomograms are, first one is flow. Flow usually expressed in terms of meter cube per second. What it is from, the first one is flow. Second one is the, what about the dia, dia of the pipeline, usually in terms of mm. And third one is slope or gradient. And last one is velocity of flow. Means q in terms of meter cube per second, and dia in terms of mm, and slope in terms of 1 in something, and velocity of flow. Out of four parameters, if you are know any two parameter, then it is possible to find out the remaining two. For that, this table will explain how to find out the value of remaining two. For example, if you are assume the discharge is known as well as velocity is known. Velocity is fixed and we know the discharge. So if you want to find out the what about the slope as well as the dia of the sewer pipeline, then you join those two by a straight line. You join first one and last one by the straight line. So the point of intersection which indicates the dia of the pipe as well as what about the slope required for this given condition. Otherwise, we may go for discharge and pipe. From that, you find out the slope as well as velocity. Out of four variables, if you know any two variables, whatever it may be, whether it may be first and second, and second and fourth, and third and first, whatever it may be, from the any two parameters, it is possible to find out the remaining two by just joining the two parameters by straight line, and then the point of intersection is given the two parameters of the remaining. This is very important thing, and also it is helpful for design of the sewer pipeline, make the work very faster one and also easier one. While designing sewerage system for a town, calculation is required to done for every sewer line. Every sewer line is usually between the two manholes to obtain the necessary slope and size of the given self-cleaning velocity while carrying the estimated discharges. This work involves large calculation work which is very tedious and laborious. The work of designing is simplified by use of nomograms which have been prepared on the basis of some empirical formulas. What I am explained earlier means the nomogram is very much helpful for make easy for calculation and reduces the time and all these things. It is a time consumption one and also quicker one. The nomogram shown in figure is based on Manning's formula, which the value of n is 0.13. The value is given in the nomogram and sewer following full. They assume that they are running full condition. For that particular values are known. For example, if the required discharge of sewer for which n is 0.013 is 200 liters per second and the gradient is to be 0.001, the line drawn through these two values will indicate that a 650 mm sewer is needed and that the velocity will be zero point 0.8 meters second. What I am explained earlier, like that, if you know any two parameter, from that it is possible to find out the remaining two. Some of the MCQs related to this session. The following, the flow of sewage in the sewer is independent of its slope and geometry. It is false. It is depending upon the slope as well as the geometry of the sewer. The expression of the Church's formula is given by V equals C to root of RS, means it is C. The value of Kutter's coefficient for cast iron is, it is 0.012. The value of Manning's coefficient for cement concrete is 0.013. Which of the following conduit materials has the maximum Kutter's coefficient in terms of good surface? It is for bricks. The value of Bayes' constant for good earthen journal is 0.50. Which of the following has minimum Manning's coefficient in terms of fair interior surface? It is for plastic smooth. It is perfectly, almost perfectly smooth. So friction loss is too less. Which of the following is expression of the Manning's formula? V equals 1 by n r to the power of 2 by 3. It is C. Which of the following is minimum Manning's coefficient in terms of fair interior surface? Means usually plastic and also n is same. Which of the following order is correct regarding Asens and Williams coefficient? It is D. A circular sieve having a 0.4-meter dia flowing with a velocity 2 meter per second. If the gradient of sieve is 1 in 90, find the value of Sturge's coefficient. Means V equals C into root of RS. From that, it is possible to find out it is 40. Thank you.